Hi everyone, so we are on to 5.5. This one shouldn't be too difficult. Our main skills we're going to use is our graphing, and we're going to get into absolute value for our second example. But our target is just to use a system of equations to solve a variable on both sides. So that's when we have some ax plus b on the left and some cx plus d on the right. And in this little example we have here, it shows you that y equals one side and y equals the other side. So that's how we're going to get our systems of equations. Let's talk about that more. So what we're going to have to do is, just like above, we're going to split the left side and the right side. So now we have y equals negative x plus 1 and y equals 2x minus 5. Okay, from here all we're doing is graphing, which we already know how to do. Start off by graphing the top one. We're going to go to plus 1, mark our point. It's negative x, we're going to go down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. And we're going to make our line. Okay, now we have negative 5. And we're going to go up 1, 2, right 1, up 1, 2, right 1. And we have our intersection. So they meet right here. And we're going to check our x and y coordinate. And it looks like it is at 2, negative 1. And this is no different from the last sections. We can plug in 2, we can plug in negative 1, and if we're plugging into the left, we have negative 2 plus 1 equals negative 1. That's good. If we plug in x and y to the second one, we have 2 times 2, which is 4. 4 minus 5 is negative 1, so that is good as well. Okay, so for practice, you're going to plug these in. You're going to rewrite these as y equals 1/2 x minus 3. Y equals 2x. Let's not forget, if there's no plus or minus number, it's just plus 0. So you're going to start this second one at the origin, which is right here. Okay, so you guys go ahead and practice that one. And we're moving on. For example 2, see, we have absolute value, but if we remember, when we were solving absolute value, we had to negate the right side. So there's no different here. We're going to do 2 different systems, which we were used to from before. We're going to just rewrite them separately for the first one, easy peasy. X plus 1 and y equals 2x minus 4. So that's just like above, we're graphing it. We're going to go to 1, plot our point. It's a positive x, positive 1x. We're going to draw our line. Now we're going to our second set. We're going to negative 4. And it is up to right 1, up to right 1. Up to right 1, up to right 1, up to right 1. And our point is right here. So that is at 5, 6. And again, if we plug those in, we're getting 5 plus 1 equals 6 for the top. And 2 times 5, which is 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. That is good. Now we're on to the second part. So this is where we do something different. We are always going to keep the left equation the same. So it's going to be y equals x plus 1. That does not change. The one that will change is our equation on the right. So what we do is we're going to take 2x minus 4, and we are going to negate it. So we're going to switch all those signs. So we're going to take a negative 2x and a plus 4. So now, you move me up here. We're going to graph our black line, y equals x plus 1, and then our bottom one, which is y equals negative 2x plus 4. So for number 2, we're going to start with our easy equation. We're going to 1. We're doing our dots all the way up. Drawing our line. Now we're going to go for the second equation, plus 4. And it is down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1. We already have an intersection. So let's go right here. That is 1, 2. So just to check, we're going to plug those in. 1 plus 1 equals 2. We're good. Negative 2. We're going to plug it into the original equation all the way up here. So it's going to be positive 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 minus 4. That gives us negative 2, and then we'll have the absolute value of negative 2, which is 2, and we'll be good. Okay, and let's go over how to check these real quick again. So we have 5 and 6, and we have 1 and 2. If we look back at our original equation, we only have x as our variable. So the only answers we need are x equals 5 and 1. Because there's no y there, so we're not going to give a y value. So if we plug this in, let's do 5 first. We're going to do 5 plus 1. And we're going to do 2 times 5 minus 4. Okay. And we're going to take the absolute value. So we have 5 plus 1 is 6. And then if we go to the other side, we're doing 2 times 5, which is 10. And 10 minus 4 is 6. So we're good. Okay, I'm going to erase this and let's try the other one. We're going to plug in 1. We get the absolute value of 1 plus 1 equals the absolute value of 2 times 1 minus 4. From here we get 2 on the left, and then on the right we get 2 times 1, which is 2. 2 minus 4 gives us negative 2, but we are taking the absolute value, which is 2, so we are good once again. So for your practice, remember you're going to do one system, which is just the normal. And then you're going to do a second system, where you use the same top. For the bottom, we're going to negate the sides. We're going to change the signs. So it becomes negative x and plus 2. Okay. Now our example 3 and 4, or example 3 in practice, we'll have to use a calculator when we get back to class. Okay, that's all there is to it.